was visually interesting as well.
And eye candy.
And expensive?
Yeah. Expensive
indeed,
yes. Yeah.
The title Paying the Price of Love.
Yeah.
But after being in the pop business now for 30 years, what is paying the price of success?
We paid.
I think in other
paid our
words,
dues.
there is a certain price you pay, you sacrifice, although, I mean, there are certain sacrifices that other people would interpret as being sacrifices that we wouldn't. There's a certain personal side of your life that's sacrificed. It's, my first marriage was probably ruined by it, but I had 2 great kids from it, so that was good. There's downsides to all long careers. We lost our brother Andy 5 years ago, at 30 years old. It's a price more so that he really paid because of the conflicts that he had in his life, but also it's a price we pay because it was part and parcel of our life too. And we lost our father last year, probably more due to the fact of what happened to Andy 5 years earlier. So it's all connected. There are ups and downs in everybody's lives, and I suppose when you have a career like ours, you can have more than...
There's a fee that comes with it.
There's a fee. It's normal things.
I think it's also because of what we do. I mean, because the business we're in, it goes with the territory. No matter what you do, you can always do something really good, but people like to read bad stuff. They don't like to read good stuff about you. They always like to read the bad, so that sells more papers. So you will make the so-called tabloids, or in America it's called the Inquirer. There's these kind of papers that are out there, and they sell more than any other newspaper because it's pure, made-up gossip. A lot of it's totally untrue, but people like to read it, you know, just for that moment while they're reading it, try to believe it. But it's not necessarily true, so it comes with the territory.
I don't think you see much of us in gossip columns anyway. We're not that type of act, you know. There's no scandals or anything you would speak of that exists in our lives.
Important thing for you now, is that the reason why we've chosen a subject like the children of Bosnia and sing for them and help them and raise money?
Well, we dedicated our song Blue Island. We wrote that for the children of Yugoslavia because we'd heard the stories about the spiritualists who, upon contacting the other side, heard it described as a blue island. And we wanted to write a song about the fact that heaven might indeed be a blue island. And it's our message to the children of Yugoslavia, or former Yugoslavia, that at the end of everything else, even if worst comes to worst, we all meet together on a blue island at some time. And it's a happy thought and a positive thought. And at some point we'd like to do a concert for the children of Yugoslavia.
It's an optimistic song. It's a song about optimism.
Yeah, but the question today is, how do you help the children of Yugoslavia? Because you can't get in there to help them. There should be some system set up where we can get all the children out. Let people fight, but get the children out of there first.
At least put them someplace safe so they'll be okay until it's all over with. You know, but you see, all we can do is really make people aware of it. We can't do anything physically.
It's not a fact of raising money. I think money, that's an old adage about
Well, you can
people.
feed and clothe the ones that have escaped.
Or at least...
But you can't get in there.
And if, to help the people already in there, getting money in there is worthless. It just, you never really know if it's worth it.
Do you consider Melbourne, Australia, as your home audience, or is that in Britain or in the States?
We're British, first off, but we were brought up in Australia, so it's a second home to us, and we do have an affinity with the Australian audiences. A lot of our early years performing was all done in Australia, so a lot of our groundwork, learning about our craft, was done in Australia. But we've also spent many years in America, so we're sort of multicultural. We're not based in any particular area, but we're British born, and damn it, British will stay.
Well put.
It's very hard. I mean, we like Australia, but we don't. It's a very long way to go, and we don't get down there too much.
Flight time.
Flying for 22 hours.
Very long.
We're going to see, BeeGees goes unplugged in the medley.
Right.
And Maurice, would you describe your brothers during work time on stage?
On stage, actually, it's once again we have a lot of fun. We don't go out seriously. We all have a great eye contact on stage. We all know what's going on. Roman can be a bit moody, which is Rob, a bit pensive, but it's thoughtful, yeah. And we're also mad perfectionists. You know, it's like on stage, if the balance isn't right on the monitors and things like that, it's like, it gets a little awkward. But other than that, I think going on stage, as in making records, as in writing the songs, we all have the same kind of chemistry that mixes. So on stage, it's the same thing. The only difference is you're seeing the people who put you up there, it's a great way of saying thank you, and that's a wonderful experience as well. So the three of us together all have the same kind of thoughts. I do notice sometimes when Barry used to have terrible back pain on stage, and he covered it really well, but I could see an eye contact where he'd go, God, I'm in agony. But it still carried on with the show. Yeah. But now, he's taking care of that now.
He just turns his back on the audience and drops his trousers. It works.
It's a relief.
What I'm saying is I noticed that his dedication is not to let the show down because of the pain he was going through.
We carry him up in a bucket at the end of the show.